it's you only. It's you and only you. It's you and only you. Because it's you and only you.
Welcome to the Jeddah Corniche, one of the fastest circuits on the calendar. But let's see who will be fastest of them all. We're about to set the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Yes, it's qualifying. that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. We've got fast sweeping corners under the lights and 20 racers all ready to write their name into the quickly growing history of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Falcon lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Russell, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Perez, Stroll, Tsunoda, Albon, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Gasly, Magnussen. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. I don't want to, but we should look at their recent performances, and I think poor is a universal word to describe them.
It's hard to say sometimes, and it's hard to accept yourself as well. It's easy to go blaming other circumstances as to why your driver rating might have slipped, but it's time for a reset. You got to get back to where you were. You know you can do it. You've proven it in the past. So now it's time to make that happen.
Leading the pack, that's P1, and Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh softs. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. 4 laps remaining. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. First position, front of the pack. Verstappen behind you now. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.3 seconds. Superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
And that brings the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix to a close as we reflect on the team's impressive performance today.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you...
You can see your selected goals and can view this during the weekend. After the race, you'll get a rundown of which goals you passed or failed and any progress made towards each specialist's level. If you fail a goal, you'll lose progress, so pick goals you're confident in completing. In short, don't get greedy.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
A very warm welcome to Melbourne, the city that boasts 4 seasons in one day. Let's get this show on the road and let's see who'll be top of the timesheets down under.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick. Let's get a few laps under our belt. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
What an incredible practice session that. And if today's practice is This circuit missed a few years off the F1 calendar, and we missed Albert Park. So welcome back, and it's great to be back in Melbourne. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Oscar Piastri, Russell, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo, Ocon, Tsunoda, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Bottas, Joe, Sargent and Falcon. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves? Big excitement? What?
It certainly is a time leading up to the race where drivers feel quite nervous because that adrenaline is starting to build and it gets into your mind. So you've got to stay focused, try not to distract yourself too much. But I will say that it's once the formation lap starts, at least it was for me, that was a time where the nerves started to calm down and I got really honed in and focused on the start that was coming.
Okay, we might be at the back of the grid and it's not the best place to start, but keep your chin up and push hard. It's Formula One. Anything can happen. Okay, the stewards have given you a 3-second time penalty for contact with other cars. That's 3 seconds to be added to our race time. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Right, let's go, come on. Okay, that was a fairly decent stop, well within the times we expected. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, mate, right, that front wing damage is going to hurt us. We've really got to look after it now. Let's put everything into protecting that front wing, please. Zhu ahead, and gap to the car in front, 20.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs, and the time last lap, 1 minute 29.2. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Zhu's ahead of you now. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 17.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Time last lap, 1:29.2. Great stuff, it looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. All right, we're last of the running cars right now. That's Zhou just ahead, push for that position. They're on fresh softs. Final lap, push, push. Zhou ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead. Now, I know this isn't where we wanted to start this race, but given we're back here at the back of the grid, it means there's an opportunity to move forward. I've seen you karting back in the day. Let's go and do it again. Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, mate, okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Come on, mate, this is it. Let's try and get past them quickly. Okay, you've got front wing damage, but only have a few laps left. If you can live with it, stay out. mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. Job, nice overtake. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Here's the checkered flag, and our winner has landoed. It's Lando Norris for victory. Our drivers are making their way out for the podium cell. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else. And the meeting went well too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
A warm welcome, everybody, from a venue that has seen plenty of sensational laps over the years. Remember, Verstappen in 23, Vettel in 2019, some phenomenal pole laps. But whose will it be today? With qualifying complete, all that remains now... No fewer than 12 world champions have been crowned at Suzuka, but who will be tasting glory today at the checkered flag? We're approaching lights out, and we can't wait for the Japanese Grand Prix. A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles. It's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit, and the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out for overtakes into the final chicane. Let's run you through and alongside me today is Zaman.
Got front wing damage, recommend you box for a new one. Box now. Drive-through penalty, you've got a drive-through penalty. You're leading the pack, that's P1. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Piastri's behind. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals. Okay, here we... DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Norris is behind you. They're on fresh softs, and the time last lap, 1:39.3. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
That's it then for another fantastic Grand Prix here in Japan. A brilliant victory that has thoroughly earned the applause of the sellout crowd here today.
Race win, fastest lap as well, so that extra point for them today, and what a masterful performance. They really showed a clean pair of heels to the rest of the opposition out there today. They had no answer for them.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
you're going to be able to see a list of upgrades that are currently in progress. This is now split between upgrades that you started and those that your teammates started, so I know exactly who's getting the brownie points after a good weekend. This graph charts the performance progress of all of the teams. It allows you to view our progress versus the... Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight, before the cars brake into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Perez, Hamilton, Stroll, Gasly, Albon, Ocon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Bottas, Magnussen, Joe, Hulkenberg, Sargent and Falcon. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
Okay, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting on the grid, and it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way. Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps. That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Okay, this is going to take a Okay, you've got front wing damage, but only have a few laps left. If you can live with it, stay out. Right, back of the... Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps. Okay, the start was fine, let's try and move forward. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, you're in the top 10. might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, we might be at the back of the group. Okay, you've got front wing damage, but only have a few laps left. If you can live with it, stay out. Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Now I know this isn't where we wanted to start this race. Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps. That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a really strong drive and a great finish. Well done.
Well, that's an end to the sprints action. Next up, we'll... Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. The ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here in Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Falcon lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Leclerc, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Stroll, Albon, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Bottas, Magnussen, Zhou, and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. That they're doing what the team require.
Well, that's the thing, as a driver, it's easy to feel like you're the individual. It's all about you. And, you want to further your career the best you can, but you have to have the team hat on as well and play the team game, work with your teammate as best you can. It's not an easy balance to figure out.
Okay, you've got a drive-through penalty. You've been given a... Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, mate. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. That's 3 wins in a row, mate. Unbelievable work.
It's victory in Shanghai, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix.
And 3 wins in a row now, of course, Croft. You've thrown the gauntlet down. The drivers are out there now. They realise that they are the target. They're the ones to beat. They've got the energy, they've got the momentum on their side.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One. Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Stroll, Gasly, Bottas, Joe, Sargent and Falcon. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting on the grid, and it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way. Okay, you've got front wing damage, but only have a few laps left. If you can live with it, stay out. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Final lap, push, push. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying